Hello, it's Carrot. We've got a special guest today. Samson from the chat is here with his character, Finrath Shadewind. He's just going to kind of follow along, maybe give us his own opinions about what he sees. Today is, of course, housing tours, and last week we did Dominion side, so this week will be Exiles. And I've got 4 places I would like to take you guys today. Um, the first being my own, as those of you who have been following along know, last week I finished up my housing project here, and I just kind of wanted to do kind of a wrap it all together tour to show the whole thing. I'm not going to go in and into detail as far as what item pieces I used or anything like that, because that's all in my old videos. But this is just kind of an all-in-one kind of tour that I can link elsewhere. So let's just get started. I'm just going to kind of take it slow. There's a lot, but then there's not a lot, so I don't know. Of course, this is the entrance, and I don't know what this is. It's like a exhaust system or something for some large contraption. And of course, this is the little courtyard out in the front. This is supposed to be a road. I had originally thought about maybe building a taxi, but the decor count and such just didn't allow me to do that. But as you can see, this is Proto Putt Park. It's supposed to be run by the little ProtoStar clones. I like doing a lot of my plot themes around them. I've done Christmas ones where they did like a toy shop kind of thing, and I just like their little system of, like little workers, and running a little Proto Putt Park shop thing kind of just seemed to make sense to me. This is supposed to be mailbox. My husband says it looks like a trash can, but I guess it could work as either. Throw your junk in there to send to somebody else. This is the parking lot of the park, and as you can see, I've built my little makeshift golf cart. Nothing fancy. I'm not too good at making these kind of things, but I tried to put something together that kind of resembled what you'd expect a golf cart would be consistent of. Of course, just the way that the collision is on the items, you can't actually ride it, unfortunately. I guess the only way you could probably get in is if I actually remove the roof, but since it's actually part of it, supposedly, then you just kind of have to go with it. I guess he's ready to go golfing. Again, I had thought about making a taxi, but the item count and the storage count just didn't allow for that. So maybe that's something I could do for later on in a different kind of build. Off here to the side is a little, like a little Easter egg. It's a sleeping on the job ProtoStar guy. I always have one lazy worker whenever I put a group of them together. All of them are very on the job and getting things done, but there's always one that's kind of lounging about, so he's kind of passed out here taking a little siesta. But his buddy over here, he's busy working in the garden, planting some, I don't know what those are, daisies, little flowers. This is Pet went off into the grass. Anyway, I wanted to keep it simple but clean and kind of classy. My kind of makeshift palm trees. And of course, the sign was very fun to put together. Just bananas and beer signs and stuff. And here we come to the ticket booth. And as you can see, they got like the little pamphlets and the balls and the golf clubs that you can get. And once you pay, you go in and you enter the lobby. where you got a nice big clock and monitors, advertising, Proto stuff. There's lots of Proto touches around. And I don't know, I guess maybe he's like the #1 golfer or something. Samson thinks he's the lazy one, supposed to be him. It could be. I don't know. Probably me, actually. Here's the restrooms. I chose not to like have an open one where you can see the toilet and the toilet paper and stuff. A lot of people do that, and it's a nice touch, but I just opted not to do that this time, so I've left them closed. I could have even gone as far as labeling for men and women side, but we just kind of leave it general. Anyway, this is the snack bar area, and you can see we've got some parasols and eating tables, and then of course the food line. So you start off with your tray and forks and spoons and such, and you have your choice of foods. You got fresh bowls of fruit. There's all kinds of like spring rolls and salads and soups, even pizza slices. And we've got a popcorn machine and a soda machine with 3 different flavors of soda. And then you got the napkin dispensers, ketchup, mustard, and then the cashier. And of course, there's really not much in the back. There's a little bit of doodads at the countertop over here where he's at. But the back is more or less just kind of, here's like maybe a microwave. And my carrot is apparently hungry for the popcorn there. Maybe a little better view of the food. Nothing too elaborate. Just wanted to give a semblance of a variety of foods that you can have with the tongs like that. And of course, you know, I've added little touches to keep consistent with the Protostar theme, little bits. As far as the main attraction upstairs, it is of course the golf course, miniature golf course. And I tried to make it kind of easy to follow in that you start in one place and you end in another. So this is supposed to indicate that this is the starting point. And again, I've added the little Protostar pictures. And you have each hole has a little tee off, and then each one has its own version of course hazards. So we've got rocks for this one. And if a role play group wanted to come here and give their hand a shot at trying to play the course, they could probably develop some kind of a slash roll method of determining your success as far as did you hit the hole, did you knock it off to the side, and they could even rate each hole as certain difficulties if they wanted to give everybody a little bit of a handicap or whatever. This one is kind of based on a Skeech Village kind of thing. So you got all these little Skeech critters around. And then you've got this giant hazard here with some kind of wiggling creature. Really good at jumping there. Kind of hard to see, but everyone has a hole that you have to aim for. And each one has a bench for those that are waiting their turn. This hole is kind of Orin themed. So we've got a little makeshift house here and lots of rocks and hugel elements. And of course the water hazard. And then if you're really good, you can shoot it through the log and make it right into the hole here. Now we'll kind of sidetrack here to go visit the Park Tower. It's mostly to give folks an overall view of the park itself. You know, kind of like if you're going, it's like you want to do the typical tourist thing, you want to take snapshots, and so this allows you a nice overall view. And of course, I planted a little Protostar guy up here with his telescope spying on the neighbors or something. But you can see kind of just a general layout. And I tried to keep it, you know, like I said, in a distinct path, but it's zigzaggy enough that I think it's a good, somewhat realistic layout of an actual golf course. I'm going to take a nice hit here, down there a little quicker. And this one is the lot-themed hole. Now the funny part of this is the trees are actually, there's no collision on the green part. So if I had decided, I could have added little rock bits underneath to make them solid so that they would be actual little hills, but I just didn't bother. And of course this one has moving hazards. I tried to add as many kind of movement bits as I could to kind of keep the holes interesting. So, you know, the idea is when you're shooting your ball, maybe it accidentally hits it or it goes straight through, and if it does, then, you know, supposedly your aim would be successful in getting to the hole or whatever. And this next one is the WildStar hole. It's kind of hard to mimic a lot of the different kinds of hazards that you would get, but this one is supposedly like dependent upon the hole that you landed in the first time, determines how it comes out at the end. So 2 of these would in theory lead to the exit hole here that doesn't line up with the 2. And then 1 of them would, but you wouldn't, in theory, you wouldn't know which one led where, so it would be kind of a luck kind of thing. Anyway, once you made it through the tube, then you have your shot at the hole here. And then we come to the alligator one. I just wanted some extra little, again, I liked a lot of the movement kind of things, so the idea is that you've got these drillers trying to block your ball. And then if you look really close, you'll see a hole in the back of the mouth of the gator. And then, of course, on the other side, if you manage to make it, then it shoots it right out to the hole. This one is the Eldon themed hole. And of course, it's actually, you know, there's nothing there blocking, but I'm pretending that the little squares in there would, I don't know, maybe vaporize your ball or something. And so the idea is to shoot it through when they're up, so that you make it successfully through the little house there. Then we've got the traditional windmill. Of course, mine doesn't look all that traditional, but and of course it's not functional, which is, you know, unfortunate. If I could have found something that had, you know, would have worked, I definitely would have used it in that way, but such is life. And then of course we have the electrical one. I had a guildmate crack up about these because that's really the Drake and Lady's legs on one of the tavern signs or whatever. But I wanted, you know, again, lots of movement, so I just opted to use that and found it comical. And of course, then you've got these here. You can actually go through the middle of them, but if I could, I would have used these as the windmill action. But if you know the item, you know that it's got a lot of clunky stuff underneath. It just wouldn't work very well. So once you've completed the course, which is a 9-hole course, I wasn't able to justify having a full 18, then you can drop by the souvenir shop. Pick up a balloon or a plushie, which we have a nice collection of. And of course, we got a little Proto guy manning the shop here. And then you have the elevator. It's kind of fun to build, just to try and make it look like a realistic elevator. And then of course the way to get down is just to click that little bluey spot there. And then you enter the subway station, which is a whole nother barrel of beans here. You've got a little seating area here. And then this is supposed to represent like a diner menu, you know, one of those standout where you like put the specials of the day or something. Of course, this is the eating section. And then you got the cashier where you can buy your meals. And you got the signs of the available dishes. So you've got desserts, drinks, and food. And then maybe some kind of like a little television. Maybe it's a children's show or something that's airing. And of course you got the different foods. And again, I didn't want it to be exactly like the snack hall that was upstairs, so I decided to go with a little bit more traditional meals, like you've got your chicken and fruit, or maybe those are weird potatoes, another kind of soup, or maybe it's a jello. And then we've got a sandwich with an olive on top, a banana pie, and then a tray of desserts, little bonbons and cupcakes and cookies. And of course, then you got the rest of the kitchen area, the cabinets, and the grills, and the sink. And then we've got a little busy Proto guy getting ready to either set a table or serve a customer with some kind of meal that's hidden under the cloche there. Maybe Finrath will order up a meal. And then once you've had your bite to eat, you can head downstairs. And if you're planning to ride the train, then you'll want to store maybe some things that you don't want to travel with in the lockers here. Maybe you want to contact a loved one, so you come to the phone booth here. And of course, if you are wanting to travel, you'll want to definitely come and pick up a ticket at the ticket booth. We'll go inside just so you can get a better view of their little area in here. I can deselect that door. There we go. We just got a little shelf of goodies and a nice filing cabinet, little watering hole here. I thought about hanging some things on here. I just never got around to it, so it's one of those little details that I could have put in but didn't. And of course, they got their little pegboard here with different kinds of signs and notes and things like that. And over here we have an ATM machine for people that need to grab a quick exchange of money or something. And then of course at each end of the hall we have the emergency medical kits, benches for those waiting for the train to arrive, and of course we have the luggage cart that you can use to transport your luggage to and fro. And then of course we have the train itself, and the idea is that they have these portals that they zip through, so you really don't see the entire train. It's just a segment of it that's visible from here. But if you were to supposedly pass through the red barrier there, you would end up in the rest of the train. So inside the train, we have the cockpit, of course, where he's got all of his little buttons and gadgets and monitors and such. And then in the next car over is, of course, where all the passengers park themselves. Got your advertisements, luggage racks. And again, it's supposed to be like, you know, there's more to it. You just don't see it all. It's, you know, kind of in limbo kind of thing. Anyway, I tried to give it, you know, some emblems. This matches the golf cart upstairs, and tried to give it, you know, a little bit of continuity as far as what's upstairs and what's downstairs. It's supposed to be, while it's a separate facility, it's run by the same group. It's all Protostar related. And here is the maintenance room. This is where the Proto workers come to rest, work on bits that are maybe they need repairs. It's also where the engine room is for the whole facility is. So this one's cleaning up a mess here, mopping up some village. And he's just got different kinds of doodads. I don't have any specific names for any of these bits. I just wanted to incorporate as much kind of fancy looking mechanical stuffs that I could without overcrowding it. And then the final space is the control room, which is upstairs. So again, you have a lot of mechanical bits, monitors, and lots of buttons and controls. It's supposed to be, you know, the control room for the subway station itself. This is where they track the trains coming through and monitor all the working conditions and stuff like that. This is supposed to be like the little meeting room, the head honchos to determine, you know, I don't know, their stocks are going up or down or where they can improve, that kind of thing. So that's it. That's it for my plot. That was the Proto Putt Park. And then down below was the subway station. I had a lot of fun making it. Probably this will stay up for another month or so, maybe longer. I really don't know. It depends on if I decide I've come across a new theme that I just can't wait to do. In the meantime, I'm keeping busy with other projects, but for those that have access to Jabbit side on the Exiles faction, this is open to the public, and it's going to remain so for a good while, I think. So yeah, that was my home. I just wanted to kind of give an overall tour. I've been streaming for many weeks as I built it piece by piece, and I just wanted to kind of get an overall video of just the whole facility as it is now.